Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Keep It Real MMA. I just wanted to make a really quick video in a late night. I just want to talk about like more like a detailed, I didn't feel like I went into detail enough on the Cory Sandhagen and the Song Yadong fight. It's not going to be a long video, but I just wanted to break it down for more detail. So yeah, you know the drill though. If you, well, you don't know the drill if you're new, but please like and subscribe. So yeah, trying to grow the channel, and I appreciate everyone that drops by, so thank you very much. But yeah, I just want to make a last minute detailed prediction on why I'm picking Cory Sandhagen to beat Song Yadong. I'm picking him by, for you guys that don't know, run up my last video. My last video is like 35 minutes long because I like to go in details from the prelims all the way up to the main card. You know, I like to do the betting. So I like to give you guys some advice. I think like in the last 2 weeks, I've gone like 16-9, I think. And I think it was the last card that fucked me over, bro. Like I don't count the 2 robberies that I had them right, but fucking, if you count them though, it's 16-11, but that last card fucked me over, you know, UFC 279 fucked me over, but yeah, so 16-9, so I haven't got a bad record in the past 2 weeks. My record's overwhelmingly positive, so it's good. So yeah, I'm not claiming to be like an expert or anything, but yeah. But yeah, go run up my last video if you haven't seen. I go through the entire card, and the main event is obviously Sandhagen versus Song. And I said in that video that Cory Sandhagen's gonna win 49-46, four rounds to 1. And yeah, so this is in a more detailed version. Song Yadong's a great fighter, man. Like, obviously he beat Marlon Vera by decision, but it was a robbery, let's be real. It was, you know what I mean, Song Yadong didn't win. Let's be real, it was a robbery. But still, he fought great, but his cardio wasn't great. And this is another fact I'd like to factor in, is that Cory Sandhagen's cardio isn't great either, but it's most certainly better than Song Yadong's. And Cory Sandhagen, what I'll give him credit for is that he can keep the same pace over the 5 rounds. It might slow a little bit, but it's a very similar pace, and he's keeping it throughout the fight. Like obviously the TJ Dillashaw fight and the Piotr Yan fight, he kept the same pace. He got robbed against TJ Dillashaw, and he was on his way to winning that 3rd round against Yan until he got dropped. Bear in mind, guys, if he didn't get dropped in that round, he would have won the fight 3 rounds to 2. And we'd be looking at something completely different. He would have been fighting Aljamain in a rematch for the belt, because obviously Aljamain choked him out in the first fight. But I mean, Cory's only lost to the top of the top, man. I mean, he's lost to former champions, and he's lost to champions. I mean, the current champion and the last current champion and the current interim champion. So, you know, like, he's only lost to the best of the best, and you know what I mean. And his cardio holds up better than Song Yadong's, because Song Yadong was kind of breaking in that 3rd round against Cheeto. But the difference is, I don't think so much that Cory's going to break him, because Cory doesn't have the type of style which breaks you. Cory has the type of style... Take that off charge. Cory has the type of style where it's not going to break you, but he's either going to just pick you apart and eventually finish you, or he's just going to finish you. And just destroy you, not like break you down. Like, Yan likes to break his opponents down and eventually either break them or just finish them, or break them and finish them. Cory Sandhagen doesn't have the type of style to break you, because Cory's very elusive. He's very tall for the weight class. He's 5'11", which is very tall for bantamweight. He's a long guy. He likes to throw his jab out, and he likes to keep you at kicking range, and he's very elusive, moves side to side, you know, switches stances constantly. He's a very slippery guy to fight. And he's very hard to grapple with. He has great takedown defense. And yeah, so it just shows how good Aljo's grappling is, the fact that he was able to get his back and choke him out. So Song Yadong has improved his wrestling, but he's not going to do this to Cory Sandhagen. So it's going to be a stand-up fight. Cory's not going to break Song Yadong, but I just think Song Yadong's going to kind of break himself by trying to push the pace, because he realizes he's going to he's losing the fight. Yeah, he's great. But, sorry for the cut. My camera keeps cutting off all the time. I don't know why. I need to get it fixed or get a new one. But, yeah. The problem I have is that, essentially, he's great, but he's so simple. And I don't mean it in a bad way, because the thing is, right, he's a great fighter. He has tremendous power, obviously. He has great power. He has decent low kicks, and he's got it getting in on the inside. He's very fucking fast as well to go with his KO power. And to be honest, like I said about his cardio is very good considering how much power he has. But the problem is he's way too simple to fight somebody like Cory Sandhagen. And I'm not saying that he can't beat Sandhagen. This is not what I'm saying. But I'm very confident in picking Sandhagen because I just think Sandhagen is a superior fighter. The problem with Song Yadong is every single time, I mentioned this on my video, but I'm going to go more in detail, right? Every single time you put him up against somebody that has heavy movement, constantly switches stances, moves, has a variety of different kicks they can use. Low, mid, high, spinning back kicks, spinning wheel kicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, he struggles with people who are able to keep him at kicking range. And even Casey Kenny was able to do that. Song Yadong really struggled, and he beat Casey Kenny. But he really struggled against somebody who can constantly move, get pop in range, pop out, kick him, move. Do you know what I'm saying? He really struggles. He does better against fighters who are simple. The reason why he was able to make the Chito Vera fight so close and get a robbery decision was because Chito has quite a simple style. Whereas, because Chito he has a granite chin and he takes a lot of shots. But the problem with Chito is that he's so simple, so it's easier for Song to fight. You know, because Chito, as a high guard, Chito likes to get into boxing range and scrap it out, but also he likes to throw kicks too, which is why he beat Song Yadong, because he was able to mix in kicks and mix in his combinations. But the reason Song Yadong did so well, like I said, is because Chito has a simple style. He likes to walk you down and he likes to get in your face and shots, and he has a lot of power. But Cory Sandhagen doesn't fight like that. And I'm not saying like Chito couldn't beat somebody like Cory Sandhagen. He probably could, because don't forget, Chito knocked out Dominic Cruz, and it's very hard to hit Dominic Cruz, let alone knock him out. So Chito does very well against elusive people because he beat Sean O'Malley. I know it was a fluke win because he kicked his perennial nerve and somehow fucked up his leg even, and Sean was absolutely dominating him. But Chito finds ways to find short-ending fights, short-ending blows. He finds a way. So he does better against elusive style than Song Yadong. And back to Song. The problem with Song Yadong is somebody like Cory Sandhagen is going to present them a lot more problems than Casey Kenny. A lot more problems. Because they're moving side to side constantly. In and out. Kicking. And you look at Cory Sandhagen's fight against TJ Dillashaw. Like, Cory Sandhagen was blasting him with calf kicks. Blasting him with flying knees. Keeping him at range with his jab and also popping him, with teep kicks. Just keeping Dillashaw at range. The only reason Dillashaw was able to get in was because he was forcing Cory Sandhagen to do spinning attacks. And every time he forced him to do spinning attacks, he was able to latch onto his back and hold him up against the cage. But the reason I use a fight that he lost as an example, because it was a robbery loss. He shouldn't have lost. He won that fight 3-2, clearly. But my point is that TJ Dillashaw was able to make it so close because he was forcing Cory to do the spinning attacks. How was he forcing Cory to do the spinning attacks? Was because he has the grappling threat. Because if you look at most of Cory's fights, every time he gets pressured in a way where the guy could easily shoot in for a takedown at any given moment, what he likes to do is he likes to pop in range out and then tries to spin and attack. Because what happens is that this person tries to throw hooks and go for a takedown, which is what TJ was trying to do to him because he knew he would spin. And every time he spun, grab him on the back. Cory Sandhagen isn't going to be worried about Song Yadong's takedown threat because Song Yadong doesn't have a takedown threat, really. So Cory Sandhagen doesn't care about spinning or anything. He'll do it because he knows there's no threat. The reason he did it to TJ, because that's just how he instinctively reacts. I'm assuming that he's fixed this now. But yeah, like, that's how he fights. And like I said, Song Yadong's a great fighter, man. He's great. He's a great fighter. But his biggest problem is people who move so much, he just struggles to catch them. And he struggles to do anything. Like, you take his fight against Kyler Phillips as the biggest example. Kyler Phillips beat Song Yadong. And I'm not saying it wasn't a close-ish fight, but the reason this Kyler Phillips beat him was because Kyler Phillips constantly switched stances, and don't forget he's a teammate of Sean O'Malley. That's why he's such a good striker in a way. Well, I'm assuming he's a great striker anyway. I didn't really get a chance to watch him on the regional scene, but he's popping Song Yadong with head kicks. Song Yadong's chin is unbelievable, by the way, granite as fuck. But you know, Kyler Phillips was landing head kicks, teeps, leg kicks, everything, like every type of kick you could imagine, and he was keeping him at bay and forcing Song Yadong to try and mix things up, and he couldn't do it because Kyler Phillips was so quick, so elusive, and just forcing Song Yadong to miss and to constantly try to reset to do something. And Cory Sandhagen, if Kyler Phillips can do that, to you, and I'm not saying anything on Kyler Phillips. I think Kyler Phillips is almost a top 10 worthy opponent, worthy contender at bantamweight. He just needs to work on his skills a little bit more, and I think he'll be there, especially his cardio. He needs to work on his cardio a bit more, and I believe he's there. He's an amazing talent. But if Kyler Phillips is doing that, and a well-established guy that almost beat the former champion, is definitely going to do that to you, in my opinion. Unless he's improved tremendously, I don't see it happening. He has too simple of a style to really contend with Cory in that way. I think it could be a close fight if he somehow catches Cory and drops him or something like that. But Cory has a decent chin, man. And I just think that Cory's going to be able to keep him at range and just keep kicking, being elusive and just being very slippery like he usually is. So yeah. And he's taken 11 months off, so he's going to improve rapidly, I'm telling you right now. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. That was just my detailed overview of it. Appreciate you all. Please like and subscribe if you're new. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.